Disclaimer, before you watch this video, a day in the life of a social media marketer, I just want to address the fact that as soon as I sent this to my editor, because we recorded this yesterday, he was like, you do realize that you have toothpaste on your lips, so get all those stupid jokes down in the comments. I want to see them, and I hope you enjoy. This is a day in the life of a social media marketer. Hey guys, what's good? It's Josh from Gold Standard Growth here, and in this video I'm going to be showing exactly what happens in the day of a social media marketer from A to Z, my average day. So a lot of people that I've spoke to that are kind of getting within the social media marketing space, and especially when I was starting out, I was working in a warehouse before all of this. I think it would just be super interesting for people to see what an average day is like. So you'll have to forgive me, I'm really not in touch with vlogging, I'm not in touch with anything like that. So being in front of a camera in this kind of situation is odd for me, but this will be fun. So it's first thing, and the first thing that I do every single day is I jump on my virtual assistant. But before that happens, I've got to switch out my shoes, because this is, you know, this is the real reality. This is I don't want to flex on you guys, but when you're self-employed, you can wear slippers in the office. So we're switching out the normal shoes for some slippers. I'm gonna hop on my VA, and I'm actually gonna record the call as well to tell you exactly what my VA does, how he works for me, how much I pay him. I want to get this completely transparent. Everything on this channel is going to be super interesting, and there's going to be no BS. I don't want it to be, you know, the luxuries and life of a social media marketer, because the reality is that some days are pretty hard and some days are pretty good. So I want to show you both sides of the story, the wins and the losses, and kind of take you guys on this journey with me. So without further ado, we're going to jump onto my computer and we're going to get on a call with my virtual assistant and introduce you guys to him. So I will see you on my computer. Okay, so before we actually jump on this call, my assistant's called Maro, and the reason that I got Maro on board is because he does all of my outreach for me. Okay, so at first I didn't have a virtual assistant, and to be honest, I hardly had any cash, so I couldn't afford a virtual assistant. He does all my outreach. He does my LinkedIn outreach, my Instagram outreach, Facebook, and email. He runs the whole side of that, so that basically we send other people free trainings that I provide that you can then book in for a meeting at the end with myself to either work one-on-one or buy a digital product, or he basically just maintains emails. He keeps me updated on what's going on so that I can focus on the client's results and the clients that we've got. And then once in a while, I'll also focus on onboarding new clients, because he's actually he is getting meetings for me. So what he does is, you know, he just takes away probably about 40% of my workload, which is amazing because it means I can put more back into the clients, I can be on the phone more availably, and it just really helps me out. So we are going to get in a call with him now, but I just wanted to kind of make it clear, at first I did not have an assistant at all, but it does get to a point, especially when you bring on a few clients, where you feel like you're breaking your back and you're either, you know, looking to onboard, or you're actually looking at satisfying the clients that you've got, and you have to be like kind of two different people, and that's really hard to organize. So we're going to jump on a call with him now, and I'm going to record it. We'll ask him a couple of questions so that you guys know exactly what he does, and yeah, I will see you there. Hey Maro.
Hey Josh, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. What I wanted to do in this video is kind of go through exactly what we do on a daily basis, how our calls go in the morning. So what do you do within my business? And can you just explain to everybody really briefly exactly what you do 8 till 5 for me, and what work do you kind of just take away from me, and how do you help out?
Okay, as your VA, I'm doing IG outreach, email handling, calendar management. Whenever there's a client who wants to speak with you, I'm the one who will contact them. Facebook management, LinkedIn, and scraping leads. After scraping leads, I'm doing cold emails and some various redundant tasks that will take much of your time. And the most important thing, or the last thing, is to report the statistics of the work that I have done on a daily basis.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, basically guys, Maro goes through, he does all of my outreach for me, and he reports back to me every few hours on how many emails he's sent, how many messages he's sent out. You know, if he has a certain person come to me and say, actually, can you do this, or can we speak to you about this, then he'll relay that message to me. And then from there, I can go and either answer it myself, or for example, if somebody wants to book a meeting, then Maro will basically send them to my calendar, and then I can speak to them one-on-one. Now, this is super essential to my business now, because it actually frees me up to work on our existing clients, and so that I can over-deliver for the clients. And then also on top of that, it just means that I can go ahead and take calls instead of having to source everything myself, because as I said, like, you can be between one business, one side of the business, and between one other side of the business, but if you're just doing two things, you're not going to be doing them amazingly. So Maro does the lead generation side, and I do the delivery for the clients, and obviously onboarding new clients. So we've been working together for about 4 months. Am I right in saying that, Maro?
It's like more than 4 months to be accurate.
Okay, cool. So Maro gets paid roughly, I think it's about 120 odd a week, US dollars. So how does that kind of stack up to the wage that you could go and work with in the Philippines? Is it more comfortable for you to do what you're doing with myself, or is it kind of, you know, would you be earning more if you were out, you know, just working, let's say, in a shop or something like that, or working a skill in the Philippines, because Maro is based in the Philippines?
All right. When it comes to salary, of course, whenever you are working with outside the Philippines, especially with United States, United Kingdom, or any around the world, I can get much more money. It's like more than 1,000 that I can earn in pesos when I'm working with you as your client. And rather than here in the Philippines, we can only earn like a minimum of 300 to 500 pesos. So that's like much more money when working outside with a client.
Okay, and sorry, did you say how many pesos are you taking home a week at the moment then?
A week, I'll take like more than 5,000 pesos. So whenever I try to work here in the Philippines a week, I can only like earn half of that.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a big
Okay.
much money.
Okay, interesting. So me and Maro have got to crack on with some work now. Actually, it's Maro's payday, so Maro's getting paid today, which is always a good day. So we're going to talk about that now, and I'll catch you guys in the next segment. Okay, so we just clocked in with Maro. I do that every single day. We just check in, see how things are going, if there's any issues. And as I said, you know, today's his payday, so I literally just got him paid. Now, people have kind of concerns when it comes to the pay of working with people in other countries. As you heard there, he's super happy. He's earning double what he would be if he was working a normal job. And he gets the relaxation of working from home. So it's a win-win on both sides. So I'll definitely recommend that. So I'll just show you here, if I flip the camera around. So you can see here, he just got paid today. I don't know if that's in focus, but yeah, it cost me about £93 for the amount of work that he did this week, and that was with no overtime. I pay about a £3 fee on this as well, and I use Remitly, which is for sending money overseas. So that money then I kind of cut out PayPal and I go straight to his bank, which saves me fees as well, and saves him fees when he's receiving it. So that keeps him super happy. So I need to jump on another call now, and this is the first client of the day. This is a hotel campaign. So I can't actually record that. I'm not going to go through and record anything that might be said in that, because obviously this is client information. But I'll check in with you guys after, and then I think we're gonna grab some lunch. So I will see you there. Okay, so first client meeting of the day went really well. So it's just a case of changing up some ad copy and then they're gonna review it. That work has already been done now and we're just waiting on them to review it. This is actually a hotel campaign for 2021 because of obviously everything that's going on this year. They can't get bookings for this year. So when it comes to client meetings, I'm gonna be 100% transparent, okay? So if I have a bad meeting and I think I'm gonna lose a client, then you're gonna share that with me. And if I have a real good meeting and the results are amazing, you're gonna see the ups and downs. And I wanna be 100% transparent because there's so many people out there that just think that stuff like this is super easy. There's so many things, especially with the coronavirus right now, that affect what's going on with businesses. And it's probably a really interesting time to do this. So I've just done that. I'm gonna go and grab some lunch and I will see you after that, and we're gonna start working on some client campaigns this afternoon. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so I just had my lunch, and one of the hands down best things about having your own business and being self-employed is just being able to do what you want. So I grabbed my lunch, grabbed myself a can of Monster for my afternoon so I can get through. And a couple of my friends came in, and I would like to tell you that we did some really serious stuff, but this is a day in the life and we were on lunch. So we basically just spent probably about 10 minutes actually, just kicking around a paper bag into a bin. So enjoy this footage. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I want to call it hard work, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that tomfoolery. And that pretty much is a standard lunch here, just mucking around and yeah, kicking back for a bit. So this afternoon, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through 3 clients. Now, the first client is a dog company. I can't go specifically into what they do, but they are within the dog niche. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through their results. I'll actually share the results with you as well. And then I'm going to update the client, send them a voice note and just let them know exactly where they're at with their numbers and where we're going to go moving forward, and set up a meeting for tomorrow morning. So then I'm going to go through another client who is a brand new client. They've been on for about 2 weeks and I'm pretty sure they just hit the 10K club. So they've been on for 2 weeks and they've turned over 10 grand and they're seeing massive results right now. And then third of all, I've got a client who's done over 1 million in the last 6 months, but they are having ad account issues, which is not fun. So I'm gonna take you on that journey this afternoon, but first of all, we're gonna go into the first client in the dog niche, and I'll show you through some of the numbers, and then I'm gonna drop my voice note and you're gonna be there with me. So without further ado, let's jump into that. Okay, so as promised, here it is. So we've spent 1,903 for them in the last month. So this is actually the last 19 days. So I've gone in and spent 1,903, and the return on that is, if you can see there when it focuses, that is 5,689 at a 2.99, basically a 3 ROAS. So that's awesome. I've gone in, I've made some changes. I've actually gone through and optimized their CBOs a bit more, optimized their ad sets, killed off what I could, and then scaled what I could as well. So I'm gonna leave the owner of this brand a voice note now, and you're going to see exactly how I approach that. And this client in particular, I actually give them a voice note through WhatsApp, so it's super easy. So I'm just going to get them up on my phone and I'll drop them a voice note. Hey James, hope you are super well. So I've just gone through some stuff in preparation for tomorrow. Just wanted to let you know we're at 1,903 ad spend for the month and 5,689 in return, and we've crept up the ROAS now, so we're actually at 2.99 ROAS. And what we're going to be doing moving forward, can we just have a chat about that tomorrow morning? And can we probably book in for about 9 o'clock tomorrow? Just let me know, mate, and I'll speak to you soon, and I hope you're super well. Okay, so that's the first update done. Now let's go straight into the second. Okay, so client check-in number 2. So these guys have spent 855 within the last month, and they've literally just started with me. So we've been able to convert that into £12,000 at a 14x return. So these guys, their offer is absolutely killer. It's ridiculous the returns that they're making. I'm super happy. So let's leave them a voice note. Hey guys, so I just wanted to drop in with you on how the returns are going. So things are looking great. We've got 855 spent this month so far, and we're looking at a 14x return on ad spend because we've turned over 12,000, just over 12,000. So congratulations on that. It's all looking awesome here. And let me know where you guys are at with scaling, because I'm ready to spend more money, but obviously we talked about how busy you guys are. So just let me know if I can spend any money. And David, if you need to get in contact with me directly, give me a call. I'm here until 5. Speak to you soon, guys. And yeah, awesome work. This is a credit to the offers that you put out there. Okay, so that's them dealt with. They will get probably back in contact with me, both of those clients, by the end of the day. Usually I just liaise with them. Any issues will be sorted within 24 hours, but both of those clients are real happy at the moment. The next thing that I'm gonna do is the stock market in the US has opened, so about 2:30 every day, I go and check how much money I've lost. I'm not kidding. So jump into that with me. As I said, I wanna be as transparent with everything. There's so many people out there, especially that are within stocks, that will just show you all their gains and stuff like that. But you know, we're about the wins and the losses here. So we're going to jump into my screen, and we'll have a look where that is before working with the third client of the day. And then I'm going to kick back, probably hit home and play some FIFA. So we're just going to look at where stocks are at for the day, hit up with the third client, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, so here we go. I haven't checked anything today. So yesterday I was minus 200. Let's just hope we're not any more than minus 200. Okay, where are we at? Ah, okay. Okay, so my portfolio is minus $40. So yeah, every day I check the markets, I check my portfolio, and for anybody that's interested in what I invest in, I've got gold, Shopify, which is my heaviest investment. I've got Tesla, Southwest Airlines company. I invest in Apple. I also invest in a copy trader, and Microsoft, Netflix, Nvidia, Amazon, Facebook. Obviously, I'm big into my tech and stuff like that, and I like to put my money where my mouth is. So hopefully we can be green by the end of the day, but that's a lot better returns than I had yesterday when I was looking at minus 200. But it's, yeah, this stuff's been kind of crazy with the whole corona going on. So I need to get in touch with a third client. They're US based, so I'm going to hit them up. I'm going to get on with whatever work I can, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. So I'll probably hope to finish at about 4 o'clock. I generally work from about 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning till about 4 or 5. But obviously there are other times where I'm working on a project and I'll be here till 10 or 11. So I'm gonna hit up the other client and I'm gonna crack on with some work and recoup with you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've been trying to get hold of the third client all afternoon. He's just not answered. So that's absolutely fine. He's probably busy. As you can see, I've got the lights on in here now. It's about 4:30. I know I said that I'll be leaving at 4, but I just wanted to say, if ever you have, I guarantee that's him now. If you ever have a client that is busy, they are going to eventually obviously hit you up. So let's check. It's him. See. So I'm going to give him a call in a second, actually. But basically, whenever you have a client that you can't do the work for because you need some assistance or anything, just make sure that the client, everything that you could possibly do without them being there and without having them to move forward, or the information that you need, make sure it's done so when they give you a call, you're in the best position. So I'm gonna get back to him now. I know I said I'll be leaving at about 4, but this happens sometimes. I don't actually know how late I'm gonna be here tonight, depending on how this call goes in a second. So I will speak to you in a minute, but this happens. Fortunately, I've come out of the red zone with my portfolio today so far. So I will speak to you in a minute, and I'm gonna go and call this client. Okay, so I did manage to get hold of the client. I just had a call with them, and to be honest, it wasn't the most positive call because they've got ad account issues. So that's something I'm gonna have to sort tomorrow, as it's creeping on to nearly 5 o'clock here now. It's nice to be able to get out of here on time tonight as well. So when you do have kind of these losses, I guess, not necessarily a loss, but kind of taking the L at the end of the day, you have got to kind of remember those positives. So some of those results that we sent out to the other clients today are absolutely massive, but it's never fun when you're dealing with ad account issues, as those guys are that I work with. So this has actually been really good fun, and I'd like to do loads of videos like this. Anything that you guys want to know on like Facebook ads, running your own business at a young age, just like anything like that, any video ideas that you guys have, even like speed running an e-commerce store, something like that would be dope. Now, if you smash the like, then it doesn't make a difference to me at all. So if you like the video, then give it a like, and subscribe to the channel, because I am going to be uploading a lot more content. And to be honest, I don't really have any ideas for video ideas. I've got a couple, but if you've got any, just drop them down below. And like, you know, if I like the idea of it, to be honest, if you just drop one down below, because this channel has like no subscribers, then yeah, I'll do it. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for clocking in with me today, and enjoy the rest of your week. Oof.